it was we because, okay, so funny story. Nate came out to let the kids, we all were allowed to spend $20 on each other. So the kids and Nate were allowed to spend $20 each on me. And then me and the kids were allowed to spend $20 on Nate. So, and that's just what we had budgeted. That's what we saved for, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah. That didn't end up happening. Or that ended up happening. But, then he was supposed to just go home and stay home and make dinner and do all the things. Well, when he was off shopping with the kids, I stayed back with little Adam, and I gave him the keys to my car. Needless to say, he got put back in his car seat with those keys, did not take those keys from him, and if Nate didn't bring me the keys, I wasn't going to be going home. So, today the kids aren't coming out, so it won't be a problem. I've got breakdown at the end of the show today. Most likely I'm just going to do it all by myself. It ended up snowing last night, so I'm trying to just get there in one piece. We still have the Advent yarn that I need to open today. So, and 2 of them today. That's why I did 2. We're going to open 2 of them today. And then, hopefully, I have yarn to go with them. Because, again, I was supposed to open them before I left the house. See how well that went over. But it is what it is. I pretty much just need to focus on getting stuff crocheted today. Focus on getting things crocheted, and then focus on getting some stuff up on my vlog, or not on the vlog, on my Instagram, and then get a short up for YouTube like I always do. And these are just memos for me, because I do part of the editing while I'm sitting there at the booth. So we're just gonna see how today plays out, and hopefully we do good today. I did not end up coming in and telling you guys how much we made yesterday. We made $155. So, not horrible. Am I going to do the show again? Black Friday I will be doing again. But this show, I just feasibly am not. I don't make enough. But my sales are also down from last year. There's only been, I think, 3 shows altogether that I have made what I'm supposed to, which is 10 times my booth fee. So 3 shows. That's it. That is all the only shows I've made my booth fee times 10. And that was Sugar Fest, Pumpkin Fest. Oh no, because I forgot. Black Friday I didn't. I only made $450. And for me to make 10 times my booth fee, it had to have been $700. So it should have been, whoop, turn the corner. So Sugar Fest, Pumpkin Fest, and Pumpkin Fest, I made well over 10 times my booth fee. I only needed to make $250. I made almost $400. So. And Sugar Fest also. I only needed to make $350. I made $800. So those 2 shows I will be doing again next year. And that tells you how little the booth fees are, but they pan out. They pan out well. But at the end of the day, we're just gonna push through. We're gonna see if we get any more sales today. But thank you to everyone that actually bought from me yesterday. Send that out now, you know. The happy vibes towards them, because they make my day. But anyways, once I get to the mall, I will open my yarn and I will give you an update. So. Okay, we're gonna do this real quick because I need to get in the mall again. I'm pretty much late. So. I guess I'm gonna be making possums today. I don't have everything to make the possums, so this one's staying in the car. Oh, okay, I can work with this. I don't even know what this was. It was one of them that I had bought off of that lady. So, okay. I'm going to put this in the bag. We're going to get our butts inside. And then, yeah, I will give you guys an update in like a couple hours or whenever I can. Okay, guys, so I'm at 82 for sales today. It's been a slow day, so. But, honey. Kitty. And that is all I've worked on so far, so. Give you guys an update later. Okay, guys, so I'm finishing at 137. So I'm going to take you for a walk around of what I have left at the booth. I still have back stock, but at least what's left on the tables. And then I will give you guys an update when I get home. I gotta work through some yarn tonight. I gotta work with that gray and a few other colors that are still in my bag from the advent calendar. So here's what's left in my booth. Okay, guys, it is like, hold on, almost midnight, and I was supposed to check in when I got home, but I didn't. So I ended up having a last minute sale, so I ended up getting my whole booth broken down. Everything was in bags like I, normally do. That's how I store them. How I store my plushies in my my moving bags. And this teenager and her sister and her mom all came up and they were like, we didn't realize it ended at 5. And it was the mom talking to me. She's like, we didn't realize it ended at 5. And she was going and getting her nails done, which was the teenager she was speaking about. And I had saw the pickle, but I was like, oh, I'll just wait until she's done, and then we all can come over and she can get a pickle keychain. And my daughter wanted one. Is there any way you know exactly where the pickle keychain is? I'm like, okay. And I had to think about it. I'm like, okay, it's in that bag. Let me go through that bag real quick. So I got that one out. And then the daughter wanted a little octopus. So I scrounged around at first. The first one I found, because I asked her, I said, which color? And
She said, any color. And I'm like, okay. So the first one I got was green. And she's like, do you have the blue one? And then, like, I knew the green one would be next to the blue one because, you know, I grabbed them all at once off of the spinner and put them in the bag. So I was able to dig that out. So it was a last minute sale. So I ended up, the weekend, we finished at 308. And I think that put me at 147 for the day or something like that. Not bad. Not bad at all. But I ended up having a very eventful day. On to the advent calendar yarn. I've not worked with any of the green whatsoever. None. None whatsoever. And I'm trying to unroll this so I can show you guys at least what I've done with the red. So I made the ears to the bat. I know. Pink ears with the red bat. Why? It's the insides of the ears. I'll roll that up in a little bit. And then the orange, I ended up pairing it with red for a Taste of the Turtle because I made like 10 Taste of the Turtles and I have 3 left, if that. And I don't have any more shows for the rest of the year. And I'm in the off season. That was my, today was my last show. I have no more shows for the rest of the year, and I do not do shows until June. So we will just be working our little fingers to the bone until June. And I don't remember if I showed you guys, there was this skein of yarn that I needed to, you know, work through for the advent calendar. I think it was yesterday's. So I ended up, it's flat because I haven't stuffed it or did anything with it, but hold on. So I think this one, these are both. These patterns are both. I remember Maxine the Market Kitty. And I want to say it's Paisley. No. I don't remember the bunny's name, but this one's the bunny. And the ears will end up being like poked up and whatnot once it's, you know, sewn together and, you know, the eyeballs are put in it and whatnot. But then I did a purple Max the Market Kitty. And they're like all folded up just because they got put in my bag. But that's Max the Market Kitty. I think I showed you guys that one earlier. But then I also did, come on. And it really sucks that like I don't have these stuffed or anything. But then I did a blue Max the Market Kitty. So that is what I've done with the advent calendar yarn. And, oop, Lord. These ones, the Tice the Turtle, I have hand painted eyes. And like the camera doesn't do them justice, but I do hand painted eyes in my turtles. I've got like this small bag up here, so above the backs are all of like my hand painted eyes. And I've got my small bag in here too because I've got this one that I will be finishing off with this skein. It's just like tonight's always a hard night for me. I'm gonna end up ending this vlog early. Like I'm gonna end it at probably after this and then start tomorrow's vlog, just because it's almost midnight and I'm not going to bed anytime soon because I never do on Sundays. Sundays are my hard night. Nate is at work on, like, he works the third shift tonight. So when I don't have him in bed with me, I struggle to sleep. So I end up staying up and working on, plushies and whatnot. So, with that being said, oh, I have it in here with me, so I'm careful because I have eyeballs on the top of my cup. I'm trying to move it around. I'm going to grab it. There we go. This was the advent for the ornament. There we go. We got Rebel! So, tomorrow's is Harry Potter. And my kids are the ones that are opening the advent calendar, or I would show you guys. But, what's my one rule? I don't show my kids. I just don't. I won't. I refuse. I vlog and I post that, yes, I am a mom. I'm a mom of 3. When my kids open the advent calendar, I will show you afterwards. I'll show you what we got afterwards, just because, like, it's the Hallmark advent calendar. And I bought the Paw Patrol one actually on Hallmark because I bought the other ones at Walmart and they're the same price. But I didn't like the other one that Walmart had because it was Harry Potter, Nightmare Before Christmas, or Charlie Brown. And I love Charlie Brown, but they were doing the nativity scene Charlie Brown, and no. If I want Charlie Brown, I want, like, the original Charlie Brown. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. This vlog, this part of the vlog alone is really long. I'm gonna continue working with this yarn, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.